competitor and teammate, for your enthusiasm for track and field, which is truly contagious, and have proudly welcomed Gerry Ryan.
First of all, I'd like to thank the President of the College for the very Hall of Fame to this fine event, and to all my fellow inductees, I congratulate you all. First of all, I'd like to thank my parents. God bless them for having me. To my father for helping me to understand the best benefits of an education, and how sport can help you reach your goals at such a young age. For me, sport was my out and learning during the early 80s. When teens of my age in the United States were deciding on what college they could go to, my peers in Ireland were concerned with finding a job, and in many cases having to emigrate to secure employment. Sports in general taught me to be independent and forged friendships that have lasted to this day. Relocating to America as an 18-year-old is no short order, especially to a country as vast as America, and to a city as dynamic as New York. I can still vividly remember the day my brother picked me up at JFK. It was very humid August day, which I wasn't used to coming from the sunshine state of Ireland. I arrived at the college and proceeded to Deal-style halls across the quadrangle. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw my room. A window, an iron bed, and a closet. I felt like I was going to prison. Four-year journey that culminated in me becoming an All-American, and more importantly, receiving a degree and ultimately an MBA from this great institution. I came to love Deal-style Hall over the next 4 years for the friendships that I made and the memories that are so ingrained in my mind. Smith Auditorium brings back wonderful memories for me. It was 16 years ago that me and my beautiful wife Rebecca got married upstairs in the church. As you can hear, Manhattan College has had a profound effect on my life. To all the great Christian brothers and lay staff of Manhattan who take on their profession with such enthusiasm. These are the people that keep colleges going. They provide an enclave where students can grow socially, academically, and professionally. I would like to thank Dan Mecca for making my 4 years at Manhattan College a memorable experience. I've stated before on numerous occasions that Dan provides his athletes with the tools to make them a better athlete and hopefully a better person. As most of us experience during a college career, it can be a lonely place. It takes time to adjust and make new friendships. Dan, on a constant basis, provided his athletes with the advice and guidance to make the right choices when the choices are not always very clear. To Fred Dwyer, to providing that tough love that we as young men or women don't quite understand. But as we get older and have our own children, we understand why this trait is very important. Different personalities respond in certain ways to this trait, and I personally believe that was why Fred was so successful as a coach. He got the most out of his athletes. So some of you probably don't know this, but I believe I was the first and the last person to break the 8-foot window in Bradley Gymnasium when I sent a 35-pound weight through the window. The funny thing about this, it was the middle of winter and a snow blizzard started that evening. I remember the athletes running down the track with the wind rushing through the window. They probably ran their fastest times in training. Gerry was training with me at that time, and I never heard anyone to this day laugh as heartily as Gerry when the hammer left my hand and went through the window. The reason why I bring this story up is that Fred was none too happy with being through the window. I remember those words echoing in my head from him. This is going to come out of your scholarship. So I'm not the smallest guy in the world, but when Freddie got angry, we all stood to attention. Anyway, things settled, and one of my teammates on the team presented Freddie with a bottle full of the shards of glass as commemoration of me breaking the window. Fred saw the funny side of the story, and to this day it brings joy to me. I'd like to thank my brother Joe for helping me when I first came to the States. Even though I didn't always take his advice when I was younger, so you all know they like to give out advice. He is my eldest brother, and older brothers always have to give advice, whether good or bad. Joe always had my best intentions at heart, and I thank him for being there through those first years and years since I graduated. In closing, I will always remember the good times I had at Manhattan College and the times to come. The people I met and the relationships that I forged and that remain true to this day. It was just last week that I hooked up with an old friend that I hadn't spoken to in 19 years. We started talking like it was yesterday. We talked for over an hour, and a lot of memories started to flow through my brain about De La Salle's, Rally Gym, Broadway. College is the place where we invent ourselves, and it shapes how we live our lives. It teaches us to think in a certain manner. It provides us with a roadmap for the long journey that we start as young individuals, and it culminates with us becoming husbands and wives, fathers, mothers and grandparents. It provides us with the tools to grow professionally and careers. I reference all this because Manhattan College gave me the tools necessary to accomplish this